What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. All right, now I know what you're thinking. Jason, you just did a video on the new Passport like 3 weeks ago. Yes, I did, but this is the TrailSport Elite, okay? This is the one people really want to see. I did a video on the RTL trim, which is a more value-oriented, lower trim level. But this is the top dog. This is the one you get when you decide you want to completely ball out on the new Passport. So as always, we're going to start this review under the hood. What we have here is a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6, puts out 285 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, and that is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60 takes approximately 6.4 seconds. This can tow up to 5,000 pounds. Fuel economy ratings are combined 20 miles per gallon. That's 18 in the city, 23 on the highway, and the capacity of the fuel tank is 18.5 gallons. All right, first I want to start off by saying this is one of my absolute favorite colors that Honda offers. This is Sonic Gray Pearl, and as you can see, it matches my hoodie quite nicely. All right, on the front end, Honda's traditional triple beam LED setup. The two outer elements are your low beam. The one in the middle is your high beam. We have a new daytime running light that goes almost all the way around. Amber colored turn signal, and on this TrailSport Elite, the daytime running light itself is also amber. So that's a nice change from your typical white. Dropping down below, LED fog lights. That's very good to have considering this is an off-road oriented vehicle. Good to have fog lights out on the trail. Dropping down, TrailSport Elite gets you these orange exposed recovery tow hooks. Whether you get stuck in the mud or someone else gets stuck in the mud, those hooks will definitely come in handy. And of course, the front grille has to get its own TrailSport badge in that nice bright orange. Just like the other Passport models, you get Passport stamped into the bumper. Front grille has a lot of good airflow in this middle section here. Down below here, you get this honeycomb pattern in the grille there, and then up top, these two inner parts have airflow, but the two outer are blocked off. Right here, you can see this forward-facing camera. That is part of the Trail Watch camera system. We'll talk a bit more about that on the interior. Now, in my prior video on the RTL, I incorrectly stated that that car had a skid plate on the bottom. Listen, I can admit when I'm wrong. I don't like giving out information that isn't correct, so making sure to correct that this time around. But the TrailSport Elite does have it. Okay, you see this right here? That is solid metal, okay? That is a skid plate. Okay, someone in my comments was talking about that, okay? TrailSport skid plate. Got it. Now, this specific TrailSport Elite also has the Blackout package, which gives you this blacked out Honda emblem here in the front. Also gives you these blacked out HPD 18-inch wheels. As far as the tires go, these are all-terrain tires. These are General Grabber all-terrain tires, and the size is 275/60. And the tread on these tires look crazy, so looks like it's gonna have really good traction. Here we have gloss black power folding mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Gloss black on the door handle as well, which is a nice high-end touch. The window trim is flat black going around, but this part here in the middle on the B pillar is still gloss black. Okay, with this being a rugged off-roader, lots of black cladding along the bottom, which is okay since it is meant for off-roading. Okay, the bottom of the car will certainly take a beating much better than if it was a painted surface. This also gives you these really sturdy roof rails up top to attach any additional equipment that won't fit inside. And a really good feature they added is this flat black cladding right here above this window. Now, you wouldn't really think much of it, but when you think about whether you're outdoors with either skis or fishing lines or, you know, whatever big tall items you may have, you can lean them right up against here and not have to worry about scratching the car. You probably wouldn't think twice about it, but I think that's very smart. And now turning to the rear, we need to talk about the lights. Now, I was disappointed to see this on the RTL, but I'm especially disappointed on this fully loaded TrailSport Elite trim. These turn signals, these incandescent turn signals that are not LED on an SUV that costs $55,000 for a 2026 model year. This just should not be. Okay, those really nice LED lights from the front, why they couldn't just stick them in the back, I don't know, but that is a big bummer. That's probably my biggest issue with this car. Tail lights, brake lights, LED, but that turn signal, man. All right, moving on. Passport stamped into the tailgate, just like how it is in the front bumper. The bumper, flat black again. It has this nice silver accent here. Got your tow hitch attached right there. Can tow up to 5,000 pounds. See, over here on the bumper, we got parking sensors, 2 integrated reflectors at the bottom, and that flat black trim from the side continues onto the top of the tailgate up there. There goes that nice orange TrailSport badge and the black badge on the Honda emblem from that Blackout package. Now, to head back into the cargo area, this does have a hands-free tailgate, and the key here is that right where that sticker is, that's where you have to put your foot. So if you put your foot right here in the center underneath, it will not open, but it's got to be a little bit here off to the right. Stick your foot and it'll open right up. All right, in here you can see the floor mats. They all say TrailSport on them. That comes standard on the TrailSport Elite. And you can see the color, it's like an interwoven like black and gray color. It's not just your, regular boring black, so that's cool. And now, just like I pointed out in my last video, there's all these different storage cubbies off to the side here. So you have one down there, one up there, and then the same on the other side. Off to the left here, you get another tailgate button and a full-size 115 volt home power outlet. Does not have a third prong though. Now, underneath the floor, do get a spare tire. You can see that cool TrailSport kind of Easter egg there in the back. Off to the left here is another storage compartment, but it can be used if you have an additional tire that you want to stand up inside of here. I have seen people use it for that, but otherwise you can really put anything in there you want. Okay, since this is a mid-size 2-row SUV, that means it's going to be very roomy here in the cargo area. So I'll put on the screen here how much storage space is behind the second row. Now, there are no buttons or levers here in the cargo area to drop the second row seats. You do have to do it from the seat itself. But after folding down those seats, you now have this much cargo space in the back. And a quick shout out to this video sponsor, FitCam X. FitCam X is a custom hardwired 4K dash cam that is made for your specific car's interior with no exposed wires showing, and it connects to your phone via the FitCam X app. And they're offering all my viewers 10% off everything on their site using promo code OPTICAL. Link in the description. So now we are inside the all-new 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite. Pretty nice in here. Let's take a look around. Actually, first, let's look at the key fob. So this is Honda's newer key fob, but you can see this one gives you remote start. You have lock, unlock, tailgate, and remote start. So it's good you don't have to pay a subscription for that, although you may have to for the access to it in the app, but you can do it directly here from your remote. All right, first I want to talk about the things that stand out specifically in this TrailSport Elite model in comparison to the RTL trim. For one is this cool pattern on the trim here. I don't remember this from the RTL, and also the TrailSport graphic here on this part where the wireless charger is. I think it's little details like that that just makes something pop a bit more, and draws your eye, and it just makes you think they paid more attention. And that same cool trim from the console is also here on the door panel. This is soft touch up here. You got leather on the armrest. This middle part is also soft touch. Cup holder, lots of storage pockets. When you close the door, it sounds nice and solid. Now, obviously you can't really see this in the daytime, but the TrailSport Elite also gives you white ambient lighting. It would be shining right in this crevice here. You can't change the color though. It is only white, but it's something. There's also storage in the dash right here. TrailSport Elite gives you both heated and ventilated seats, and the steering wheel is heated as well. All right, now as far as the materials, soft touch on the upper, a nice stitched leatherette here on this lower part of the dash. This is nice and soft. I really like the two-tone interior, the white with the black pops. I like it better than just all black. They're really emphasizing this stamping in the logo everywhere they can. So just like the front and the back on the outside, it's stamped right below the infotainment screen here. This is a 12.3-inch infotainment screen with Google built in. So that gives you Google Assistant, Google Maps built right in, and the Google Play Store where you can download some third-party apps off the Play Store. Of course, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Amazon Alexa, FM radio. This also comes with Wi-Fi hotspot through AT&T. You do have to pay a subscription for that. Now, one thing this does not come with built right in is SiriusXM radio, but you can download the SiriusXM app through the Play Store right there. On the new Passport, we do get tri-zone climate control, so that's dual for up front, plus climate control in the second row. I've always been a big fan of these newer AC systems Honda has, because when you turn the dials, it just sounds so just like tactile, and these knobs all just feel really solid. And I do like how it gives you a little display here that's independent from the infotainment screen. I don't like when they incorporate AC controls into the infotainment screen, so I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So good job, Honda. Now, like how I was mentioning outside, we have a trail watch camera. So this button right here on the side of the right stalk, if I hit that, brings up a camera view here. So we have the 360 camera off to the right. Up here on the left side, this is the forward-facing view. And then when you hit this button here, it shows you both of your side views. Now, in terms of the backup camera, throw it in reverse, then it shows you back on the left side. You still get your 360 off to the right. And there's two different views for that backup camera. It gets more of a straight view and a wide angle. Another thing that stands out right here for me is the drive mode selector. It's that nice bright TrailSport orange. When you hit that, comes up in our 12.2-inch digital gauge cluster. So we have a lot of drive modes. We have Sport, Normal, Econ, Snow, Trail, which is important for that off-roading, Sand, and Towing. So really like how they give you all the different drive modes. Now also with this screen, there's a ton of different customization you can do to show different things on here. Speed and time on the right side. You can have your navigation right there on the right side using the Google Maps. That's the beauty of Google built-in. You can have that right there in your gauge display. Now, in my last video on the Passport, someone asked me about the integration of the Apple CarPlay with the navigation on the gauge display. Now, I'm in Apple CarPlay right now. I set a destination in the navigation. And when I did that, the navigation changed from the map to just a compass on the gauge display. So I believe that means only using the actual integrated, the actual integrated Google Maps here. That only works when using this Google Maps, not the Google Maps inside Apple CarPlay, for it to work on the gauge display. And someone also asked whether or not Apple Maps on Apple CarPlay could integrate onto here. And the answer to that is also no. So if you don't have a destination set in Apple CarPlay, you can have your map there. Also, driver attention and safety, your all-wheel drive system. This does have a torque vectoring all-wheel drive system, similar to Acura's super handling all-wheel drive system. So you can get a diagram of all the power output there. Pitch and roll for off-roading, seatbelt warnings, maintenance information, tire pressure, safety systems, or you can have it blank. Brightness settings, VSA. So back to the console, two cup holders, and inside this nice stitching on the armrest, leather, by the way. Take a look inside. Goes pretty deep. I mean, there isn't any additional charging or anything like that, but this little slot here, I guess you could put like a pen or a pencil, and then you could fit a good amount in there. As far as the connections go, two USB-C ports, a 12-volt, and a wireless charger. And inside the glove box, and a pretty standard size glove box, I'd say. Another tiny little pocket there. I'm not sure exactly what you could put there, but you'll figure it out. Steering wheel. I've been a big fan of Honda's new steering wheels. They feel a lot like Acura wheels. They just feel a class above what they really are. This one on the TrailSport Elite is heated, one stage. Also get the TrailSport badge here on the wheel. Nice shape on the horn button. A tasteful amount of gloss black. At least it's not anywhere where you'd really be touching, so it shouldn't collect too many fingerprints, but you'll probably get some dust on there, so you will probably need to clean that a bit to keep it looking good. Buttons on the left, you have your audio controls, fast forward, rewind, your voice command button, volume, and the left side of the gauge display there. And then off to the right, you have your buttons for your adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, the right side of the gauge display. And now the seats, as I said before, these front seats are both heated and ventilated. We get the two-tone colorway. We have TrailSport embroidered right there into the headrest. That's really nice. Nice black contrast piping. Down here, nice white contrast stitching on the black parts. Fully perforated seating surface, nice black accent there. Seat's very comfortable. Sitting in here is nice, and it's power adjustable for both sides, not just the driver's side, but passenger too. This Passport TrailSport Elite has the 12-speaker Bose premium audio system, so let's take a listen. Okay, so in that audio test, I had everything set neutral in terms of bass, mid, treble. Nothing was turned up or turned down. I found the sound to be very bass heavy. You can change that. You can go into the settings, you can lower the bass, but I think it just hits standard tuning. The bass is a bit overpowering, but with that said, the mid and high range frequencies do sound nice and clear, so that is good. So I think just lowering that bass down a few notches will have this thing sounding really good. So now I'm in the back seat right behind where I'd have the driver's seat adjusted for myself. Me being 6 feet tall, I have about 4 or 5 inches of legroom to spare. On this TrailSport Elite, we get pockets behind both seats. Oftentimes you only see it on one side, but we got both. Now over here on the door panel, we do get manually adjusting sunshades. That's nice. They did up here, they cheaped out a little bit in the back. That is hard up at the top, but the side is still soft. The armrest is still soft. You still get all that good storage pockets from the front door, so good storage there. You have a climate control center down here in the middle, 2 air vents. We do get heated seats on the 2 outer seats here in the rear. And then as far as the climate controls here, you can control the mode, the fan speed, and the temperature. That's good. And then dropping down to the bottom, 2 more USB-C ports and another 115 volt full-size home power outlet, but only 2 prongs, does not have the third. It feels nice and airy here in the back seat because we do get this panoramic moonroof here on the TrailSport Elite. Lets in lots of nice natural light, and yeah, we need some vitamin D these days, you know? Sunlight is good. And then here in the center, the armrest folds down. This armrest is very soft. I mean, look at this. Sheesh, it's like a pillow. 2 cup holders there in the center. MSRP of this 2026 Honda Passport TrailSport Elite with the Blackout package and all its other options is $55,555. Big thank you to Route 23 Honda for letting me come out today to show you guys the all-new Passport TrailSport Elite. They're located on Route 23 in Pompton Plains, New Jersey, so stop by if you're in North Jersey or the New York City metro area. Let me know your thoughts on the new Passport TrailSport Elite down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please share with a friend and subscribe. It'll really help the channel grow. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Let me know down in the comments what other vehicles you want to see on the channel next, and be sure to follow @Optical Automotive on TikTok and Instagram, and check out the page on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.